The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Burrow will throw. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
11, MT, 12, 11.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Back to throw again. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Here we go, here we go. 11 empty.
They go with Chubb on second down. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Throwing on second down. Burrow, he finds his man, Sky Moore. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
11 empty.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now Burrow on first down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
11 MP, take.
Now it's Burrow. Drops it off for Chubb. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
It's taken to the 26. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He's into the secondary.
Touchdown! From 8 yards out.
And the Bengals are able to add on to their first half lead. And McPherson on for the extra point.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, called it the 21. And this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
Here we go, here we go.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Here we go, here we go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his 3rd already in this first half, as he'll try again with a first down.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way down to the 9. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Okay, ready?
They'll go with the keeper. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. It's their quarterback scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. McPherson on for the point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession.
Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season. Right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. To throw again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. He's going to keep this again.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Britt. Ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
So here are the Bengals set to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
He gets his first catch there, but all in all, when you're talking about the #1 receiver in the NFL coming into this game, And we're just up about the first catch there. I think they're doing a nice job of bottling him up.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Morgan. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And they're going to speed things up here. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, if they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime, they're fortunate to retain possession.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. De'Ami Brown with career touchdown number 60. And the Bengals.
kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it is 42-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Burrow looking to pass.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
Taking it about the 36. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return.
And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're standing at right now, the way this one is done. Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
18 Rattlers. 70 Rangers.
On play action, they'll throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Cleveland offense making their way out. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 3rd down, Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on for the 5th time here today. Yards is the distance on the punt there.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but I mean they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the 4th, Charles, it's really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught at the 10.
They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals add on to their lead. Closing in on a 5th straight victory. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go.
I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section of the ball.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
On 2nd and 7, Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And this offense on 3rd down today, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
31 yards on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bengals set to take over. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bengals are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny. I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. And his throw here's incomplete.
Here we go.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And Burrow going to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball, but for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big.
He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Passing here, Joe Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
Well, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Browns offense trotting back onto the field.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
11.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. Now it's Burrow. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
11.
Now Burrow. And now here's another interception.
Daxton Hill picks it off.
20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD.
But not only is his defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect